You start with really heavy, tight-leaved artichokes, trim them, and really the heavier and the tighter the leaves, the better. And then you're going to boil them in acidulated water with lots of lemon in it. When the water comes to a boil, I also add salt. Then I put the artichokes in, and then I put a kitchen towel on top, a little bar towel, and it'll keep them submerged while they're cooking. You cook them until the bottom is tender with a fork. Then you take them out and cool them upside down so all of the liquid can come out of the artichoke. Once the artichokes are cool enough to handle, you separate them. I take off any broken ends, but I try and leave as many of the large leaves that have a pretty point to them intact because it gives you more of the star effect. So when you get them separated, of course, you need to scrape out with the tip of a spoon, you need to scrape out the choke, all of that little fibrous material at the very heart, and the little itty bitty teeny tiny leaves down near the bottom. Then they'll look like this. See, the artichoke the heart has been removed, and it's ready to be filled with whatever stuffing you like. This is our family recipe. We take a small tin flat fillet of anchovies, or a small glass bottle, about 8 to 10 anchovy fillet. You heat up about a half a cup of good olive oil over low heat and gently melt, it's like medium low, gently melt the anchovies into the oil. At this point, I turn the heat to as low as it goes, and I add an entire bulb of garlic, finely chopped. And now you have garlic anchovy oil. And then I take homemade breadcrumbs from stale peasant bread, or you could buy a package of panko. And you fill the pan with your breadcrumb and let it slowly absorb all of the garlic anchovy oil. And let this toast until it's deeply nutty and really, really fragrant. When the breadcrumbs are toasty, you need to cool them so you don't melt the cheese you're going to mix into them. So when they're nice and toasty, they'll look like this, like deep, deep, deep golden brown. You do not need to salt this, of course, because of the anchovies. It's very salty already. And we're going to now add a ton of grated Parmigiano cheese. And then to that, an entire bunch of Italian parsley chopped, and a couple of fat teaspoons of coarse black pepper. You mix all this together, and then you use a spoon to separate the leaves and fill each and every leaf of this, and then put all your excess breadcrumb filling into the center. You need to keep this moist when you're ready to serve. Turn your oven to 425. Put a little bit of chicken stock or even water in the bottom of the dish just to give it moisture, and put another drizzle of really good, fruity, extra virgin olive oil on top to make it kind of come together, and just heat it through in the oven until when you tap the bottom here, if you just turn it gently on its side and you pull a leaf, you can pull the leaf off easily, and it's nice and hot through to the core. So I've got one working in the oven, and I'll show you how beautiful it is. And I put one out, and several people can eat from it as just one appetizer. Everybody just takes a few leaves. But I would say for every 4 to 6 people, do one, because they're huge. Like, you don't need one of these per person. Look, it fills an entire casserole dish. That's one artichoke. One artichoke.